Welcome, my friends. Today we're very fortunate to be in North Woburn, naturally in Massachusetts, at the intersection of Route 38 and 128, the Sichuan Garden. And I came through the door, I saw an award in the lobby that said this is one of the 100 best Chinese restaurants in the country. That's a pretty significant accomplishment. And today, I'm a guest of Rand, and he's one of the managers here. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. How are you doing?
Very well. So tell us a little bit about the building a little bit first before we go. A lot of people, some know a lot about it and other people don't.
Well, this is the Baldwin Mansion. It was made by Henry Baldwin in 1661, and it's been moved 3 times, believe it or not. It was moved to this location on 2 Alfred Street in 1972. And originally, this building was the Baldwin Landing. It was an Italian restaurant.
Right.
Even housed some apartments from what I heard from some of the locals. And
I think I remember when people, I did live here. I'm not sure when that was, but I think I do remember that. Or maybe it was a caretaker. They were always worried about, in those days, the kids might burn it down or something. It was such a famous landmark, they wanted to really keep it preserved. Now, how long have you been at this location since it's been moved here?
We've been here for almost 4 years. This is going to be our
4
4th
years.
year. Mm-hmm.
And what made you come to this site outside of the location? Everything is location.
Well, this is a great location for business. We have 95 right here. We're surrounded by a bunch of office parks.
Right.
And it seemed like a good investment.
And you got the new courthouse across the street, and that new building.
And the new office building right there.
The office building right there, too. Very good. So let's talk a little bit about the menu of Sichuan. Give us an idea of Sichuan.
Well, Sichuan's known for really mainly one thing. It's very, very spicy food.
Very spicy.
We have traditional, authentic Sichuan food, which means it's from the central region of Sichuan province. We have some of the most authentic food I think you will find in Massachusetts. We've been compared to food in China, in Beijing, all over the place. We strictly focus on Sichuan cuisine because I grew up in Sichuan, that's what my family's passion is, and we try to deliver the most authentic food we can.
So Sichuan is a province in China.
Central
So
China.
say we're in, I've been looking at the Olympics a little bit, so now where is it? The southern part, northern, east, west?
Right in central.
Right in the center. All right. So what about the menu? How'd you get the menu? You develop certain foods that are particularly Sichuan, like from the old country?
Well,
what I'm saying?
All the recipes we have, majority of the recipes are actually from my mother and my grandmother, my grandmother's mother. It's handed down.
Handed down over the years. That's the way to do it.
That's how we do. I grown up eating, that's why I'm such a big boy.
So now I usually get to that when we get to the cooking. These guys look like they eat their own cooking. But so all right. So now you when you get these recipes, it might have been generations old. Now you come along, you got to Americanize them a little bit because I don't know whether the American taste is the same.
We try to have both. We actually have 2 menus. We have a Chinese menu, which we recently translated into English, and we have our main menu, which is you can find Americanized food on there too. We have General Gao's, we have beef teriyaki, we have tangerine chicken, we have fried rice. We have everything you would find at your local Chinese restaurant. But on top of that, we also have more traditional stuff. So we try to cater to both crowds.
Now, let's talk to some of the awards you got here. Do you remember what they are?
We have 2 locations, number one. Our Brookline location was our first one. We won the top 100 Chinese restaurants in the United States in 05-06 with our Brookline location, and that's over 50,000 Chinese restaurants in America.
Wow, pretty cool, huh?
We recently, AL City Guide ranked us 08, 5-star. We've had 4.5-star, 3.5-star, but as you notice from when we start, our rankings just keep going higher and higher, and our ratings gets higher and higher because we learn, what people like, what people don't like, and my family's been doing this for over 10 years, so I think we got a pretty good niche.
Well, we came in, we looked a little bit around at some of this, the decorative part of it. Now, you have pictures on the walls that are done by
our local waiter, Eden.
Really?
Yes, he's worked for the Chinese magazine in Boston. He's been taking photography for over 20 years, and he's actually he's really gifted. We have all of his paintings posted up on the walls.
Yep.
The photography he's taken, he uses Photoshop to enhance it, and we sell it all here. So
People can come in when they're walking around and
when they're eating, if they like
the picture, they can purchase the picture also. So there's the individual rooms here, not a wide open restaurant. This is like a house that was turned into a restaurant originally. So now how many people can you think you can sit in this building? You must be in a couple
over 300.
300.
We've never really taken a head count, but 300 definitely comfortably.
So how many rooms you have? You must have 1, 2.
We have a full-size bar, 3 rooms downstairs. No, I apologize. We have 4 rooms downstairs. We have an Asian room up here, which is where we are right now. And we have a ballroom right down the hall, and we have 3 more separate dining rooms right here. Each dining room has about 4 to 5 tables, depending on the size. But generally, we can fit per table anywhere from 4 to 8 people.
And we have a full bar. Everything you want to have as far as drinking is concerned. And you can get your special drink with your special Sichuan dinner.
Yep.
So how about things like somebody wants to, if they live locally or in the office building, they just call up, it's all prepared to go right out the door?
Yes, we do takeout. Unfortunately, we don't have delivery right now, but eventually we are planning on that because a lot of guests are requesting that right now. So we are looking forward to having delivery sometime within a month or 2.
How about what am I trying to think of? In today's environment, people are worried about like allergies. Young kids have allergies, like peanut allergies, or gluten problems. That's not a problem for the chef as long as people say that there's a problem you can take care of.
Yeah, of course. We actually have a lot of healthy eaters that come here. We will tend to people's needs. If someone's allergic to peanuts, we will make sure to use vegetable oil. We will make sure to not put peanuts in any dish because Sichuan cuisine does consist of a lot of peanuts sometimes. For people that have gluten issues, like our general gaos, usually the cornstarch is what really affects it. We will not use cornstarch at all. We use a totally different sauce. Taste will be exactly the same.
That's pretty cool.
And if a guest wants more vegetables, or they want tofu with their dish, and no bean sprouts or something, we can
whatever you want.
You
just tell them what you want. They'll write it down and get it on the dish.
Exactly.
Right? Okay. So now, when you say Sichuan very spicy, what if I want medium spicy? Can we do that?
Of course.
Very easy on the spicy.
We can make a mild for you if you like.
Okay. But then that maybe affects some of the originality of the recipe.
It does, but I'll tell you what, it's still going to taste great.
It's still going to taste good. All right, I'm happy about that. What are you going to make for me today? We're going to get out of here with that quick.
I'm going to take it down to the kitchen a little bit, and we're going to show you how to make some kung pao chicken.
Okay.
And it's on the menu. It's called chicken with roasted chili and peanuts.
All right, why don't we take a break for a couple of minutes and move down towards there, and we'll cook up some stuff in a minute. All right, Rand and I have moved to the kitchen at the Sichuan Gardens, and he's going to explain a little bit about what he's got here. But first, we're going to introduce the cook, but his English is not perfect, so Ron's going to do a little interpretation for him. So this is the ingredients for what?
Kung pao chicken.
Okay.
Alright, so we have to start off with cube chicken. That's some drenched in cornstarch and water, which is what we have here. We have fresh ginger right here, fresh garlic, Chinese peppercorn. Now this peppercorn is different from American peppercorn. It has a little more of what the Chinese is called mala. That's a spice. That's like the numbing feeling you get. This with dried chili peppers goes phenomenal together. We have our kung pao sauce here because I like to tell you what's in the sauce, but I can't because that's our secret recipe.
Grandma's secret recipe.
Exactly.
All right.
We have our cornstarch with water. This is our thickening agent that's going to make the sauce a little more consistent. We have sugar and salt here, soy sauce and vinegar, and after we saute everything, we're going to just put some fresh scallions and peanuts in there just to give it some more flavor and some more crunch.
Okay, let them go to work now.
Okay.
Now what Mr. Lee is doing right here is he is putting the chicken that's been covered with cornstarch in the grease. And he's just cooking the chicken right now. And you're going to need 2 woks to cook this. This wok is used for the sauce. This wok is used to cook the chicken. So he's taking some of the dry peppers and the peppercorn.
He makes his own. I was thinking he was going to dump that whole thing in. No, he knows exactly how much to put in.
He's been doing this for a while.
Oh yeah, that's
so essentially what he uses these first 4 ingredients right here: ginger, garlic, peppercorn, and the chili. He puts a little oil in the second wok, and he's just going to start roasting those flavors. And it's going to be very aromatic.
The heat coming out of it.
Yeah, it's blue fire.
Very, very hot in here. I can often wonder how to cook through this for a living, you know what I mean? When it's July, it's very hot.
Now, the chicken has pretty much been done cooking. So he's gonna lift it out and put it on there to drain. Now he added his chicken to the spices. And he's tossing, yeah, that's a traditional toss for a wok. Now he's adding some cornstarch, our compound sauce, vinegar, soy sauce, salt and pepper, and some sugar to the mix. And this is where the sauce starts developing and starts to get a little thicker.
Okay.
It's actually quite simple to make. You just have to analyze the 3 steps. They got the flame.
Talk a little louder with Brian. Huh?
Now you see how that sauce is starting to thicken up a little bit?
Yeah.
That's the cornstarch that's doing that. Now he adds the final part to the ingredients. It's actually really simple to make. It's really quick. If you're at home, you can make this, in 5 minutes. And as you see, if it's a little dry, he'll just take some of the oil from that wok and just add it. Yeah.
That's all that was cooked in there, the chicken too, huh?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, there you go.
have our compound chicken. Well, I gotta tell you, after, making 100, 200 dishes like that every night, you get pretty good at it. So he has a technique there.
Well, here we are now, back upstairs in the dining room, and you can see by the picture that everything here is just beautiful and perfect. And I wish you could, excuse me, I wish you could get the fragrance from some of the stuff that's cooked. I wish I could name all the ingredients again. But why don't we start with, this is a beautiful table too, by the way. Why don't we start with the Lazy Susan here. And this is what we just filmed.
Yes,
the chef
we
cooked,
made this downstairs
right?
in the kitchen.
So why don't you place a little of that on my plate, and we'll start there. And you may want to give a little bit of a description again on that.
So this essentially is a compound chicken on our menu.
Yeah. That'll do me fine. Now, do I put the rice on the dish?
That's up to you. You can put on the side. I normally just take the chicken, have a little chicken, just have the rice on the side.
We'll just take it out like that?
Yes.
All right, let's try some rice with this. I like to mix up my food.
Now, the dry peppers tend to be a little too spicy, so depending on your tolerance, you should avoid that. So, but it
has a little bite to it, huh? Good though. I don't know about the sweetness. There's a sweetness too in the background somewhere.
That's the sugar and the vinegar
sugar?
that we put in it. Yep. It's a little sweet and sour also, and if you taste the peppercorn, gives a little numminess feeling.
Yeah. We'd have a little blue Hawaiian with this, I think, huh?
Yeah.
Wow. So, you think these are about the most popular things on the menu?
Yeah, these are pretty popular dishes. These tend to be more more Americanized dishes, and these tend to be a little more traditional dishes. We thought we'd give you guys, you know, both sides, so you guys could look and tell what's what.
It's got a bite to it, I'll have to admit that. Okay.
All right, over here we have the General Tao's chicken. It's traditional, you know, Chinese American chicken.
Is there any specificity as far as like the color? The color is pretty interesting.
Yes.
Does that enhance the flavor, the color, or just the color
it's just the cornstarch we put in there, and just the chili peppers and the seasonings we really just put in there. They give it the natural color. It's almost like a glow. And we also put a little honey in there too, which you will be able to taste.
We could talk a little bit while I'm eating. You don't eat while I'm eating because we both can't talk. They'll be mad at us. But while I'm having this, you talk a little bit about the hours of operation, say
right.
from Sunday on.
We are open from Sunday to Thursday from 11 to 3 is lunchtime. On weekends, from Fridays and Saturdays, we're open at 11 till 11 o'clock. Our kitchen closes at around 10:30, and we usually stop seating around 10:15. But our bar crowd usually, we do last call around midnight.
Can you have dinner at the bar?
Yes, of course. It's full service, everything. Our bartender, Derek, which you will meet later on, will help you, and he's an excellent bartender.
All right. We'll flatter him before we even get to know who he is.
How's the chicken?
Very good.
Now
Very good.
over here we have our Grand Marnier prawns. This is, I think, one of my favorite, more Americanized dishes that we have on the menu. Cool thing about this dish is we actually deglaze the wok with Grand Marnier. The wok is what you saw the chef earlier cooking the dish in. And
I think pretty much everybody these days knows what a wok is, but there might be a few that don't.
But it has a little orangey kick, a little sweetness, and we have some pineapples to balance it out. So it's excellent.
Drop a little on there. Now I have this, tell people about deglazing. You can define what deglazing is.
What deglazing basically means is when you're cooking any type of meat, seafood, anything on the pot, and there's a remnants of flavor that builds up on the bottom from the heat, usually gets stuck to the pan or something. What deglazing usually is you take a form of alcohol, basically just put some liquids on it, and then you just rub off all the flavor from the wok, which is what we do, and it gives it a nice sweet flavor, and it just intensifies the flavor.
The sauce is tremendous now. This is what I want to do.
Take a little broccoli?
I want to try a little broccoli with that sauce. Is this pineapple right here?
Yes, it is.
All right, let's try this. They make fun of me sometimes. I talk about the color, but it's pretty important.
It's very bright. It's
I say this a lot. People eat with their eyes. So if it looks good when it's put in front of you, that's half the battle. So I think it's good. So we have sauce, pineapple, and broccoli.
Now what we have here is one of our signature dishes from our signature chef menu. This is a whole fish. The fish we use is a tilapia. And we use a whole fish. What our chef does is he basically scores the back of the fish by the bone. He scores it out, and he debones the fish basically. And that takes a lot of skills. If you've ever seen anyone debone a fish, And then he flips the meat over, and then he puts little score marks on it, and then we fry it, which is what gets these little segments.
Right.
You can tell. Just the presentation is very appetizing for the eyes.
Oh, that's because he cut that with a knife, and then when he cooked it, it looks like a little square.
It kind of fluffs up a little bit.
Yeah, right. That's pretty cool.
So this dish is actually boneless, and this is the whole fish with pine nuts.
Wow.
Ready to try some?
Yes, I'm ready. Now, this is one of the things. So this is a pretty popular dish. Now, if I came in here and brought my wife in and say, now, it's almost like you have to come and sit down with me and say, what are we getting here? You know what I mean?
I normally, like I say to all my guests right now, if you guys come in, if you guys are ever hesitant about what to order, what's good on the menu, come find me. My name is Rand, and I will guarantee you will have a good meal. You'll enjoy some real authentic Chinese
Wow,
food.
that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's very tender and moist.
Very, very good. Yep, fish. Wow. It's not. I can't say it's a surprise, but it's like when somebody says it's fish, you say, well, you automatically think, well, there's fish. That's going to be fish. But this is pretty good. This is pretty tasty.
It's the texture and everything. The crunchiness just goes very well together.
Wow, that is all right. We're eating good Sichuan food in a restaurant. It's right here in North Woburn on the corner of Route 95. You call it because you're younger. See, being an old man, I call it 128. We call it 120S Woburnites. I'm going to wipe this down, and then we're going to move down to the bar.
Yeah, let's go have
Because
a few cocktails.
somebody mentioned a blue Hawaiian, and I have to get that. I think that'll look real good on the film.
Well, it's nothing like a blue Hawaiian to wash down some Chinese food.
So let's take a break while we move to the bar. Well, here we are. Look at this bar. It's perfect. Rand and I just came down now. We're so full of Sichuan, good Sichuan food, that Derek now is going to make us a couple of cocktails.
All right.
All right,
I'm gonna
let's see
start
what we
with
can
the
do.
man's Mai Tai.
A Mai Tai.
Popular drinks, yeah. Szechuan.
So
Starts out with
when
a-
people come in here, they get a Mai Tai with the Sichuan? Or is that that's one of our more popular?
Yes,
It
absolutely.
goes very good with spicy
Really?
food.
Okay. What do you
Starts
got?
out with a squish of fresh lime,
First one.
a little Grand Marnier in Mai's dark rum, equal parts. A dash of homemade Mai Tai mix, which my
It's a
boss
secret
actually-
recipe,
Our secret
too?
recipe, yes. We have a lot of secret recipes.
I don't even know what's in it.
Good.
And I'm gonna finish it off with a little bit of sours mix and pineapple juice.
So when people come in and they go upstairs to the room, have a drink, and then they're not ready to run out the door when they're finished, they can come down here, relax, watch a little TV or the ball
watch a
game,
ball
whatever's
game.
on, so it's nice. You get a little ambiance to the deal, huh? Look at this. Mai Tai, all the fruit
No.
goes in there too?
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Alright.
Woo!
And that's our man's Mai Tai.
What else you got?
We also got another popular drink here is a scorpion bowl.
A lot of popular
For two.
Polynesian drinks here.
Polynesian.
We make this drink in for size for one or for two.
Yeah, the size for
Two
one
share.
is usually in this. The size for two is in that.
We're gonna start with a little bit of
So
grenadine.
we're gonna check one for me and one for my wife or girlfriend? Or
Sure, yep.
So-
Whatever you like. And I'm gonna put in this a little bit of brandy, triple sec,
What is that?
Triple sec, it's like
it's an orange liqueur,
Orange liqueur,
triple
yeah.
orange.
Okay, we're
Yeah.
good, yeah.
4
There'll be
parts of
bartenders
rum.
watching this on TV, they'll say, that guy.
I like to put a dash of peach schnapps in.
makes it taste a little sweeter.
Really? Wow, this is pretty.
And we finish it all out with the equal parts of pineapple and orange juice.
So this is just experience, you just know how much you put in there. Right?
Yeah, you get used to it. You can eyeball, you know what I mean? You can eyeball it after a while, and
I think a
after you
lot
make about 500 of them, it's
Yeah, right,
It
right.
becomes pretty routine, So we're gonna mix this up. Add it into the
Pour
bowl.
that right in there?
What was that?
That's pretty cold, huh?
Yep. And then to finish it off, this is my favorite part. We put a little 151 in. Right in the center,
favorite part.
a little loop around.
Wow.
Garnish with some fruit.
Huh, this is gonna be good. Huh? Holy Toledo.
And voila.
All right, we're gonna even warm it up a little bit.
Yeah. Look, there's your ambiance there.
Oh, so this is the straw. Oh, I see. Wow. Very nice.
We also have another popular drink here is a zombie. Comes in this funky little cup here.
The zombie's right on there. If he begins to look good, you've had too many.
Gonna fill up with ice. We're gonna do 3 pots dark rum.
3 pots dark rum.
Yep.
1 pot.
4 pots orange carousel.
Kind of like orange liqueur.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna do a dash of sours mix. And finish off with a little orange juice.
This has more of an orangey bite.
It's a very orangey drink. It's full of orange flavor. Mix this up.
And of course, we got a chest full of all kinds of beer too, right?
Uh-huh.
And ale and all that stuff.
Gonna hit it with a little slice of orange, pineapple and a cherry, and there's your zombie.
Wow, that's pretty interesting. What do you got now? Oh, the last one, we got one more to go. Let's go.
Blue Hawaiian.
What is it?
A blue Hawaiian.
A blue Hawaiian?
Yep. We're gonna do 3 pots of light rum.
And then we got a whole, we probably
2
got
pots
a
blue
just for
carousel.
wine too. Right?
Yes, we have a lot of
Oh, there's the blue.
Yeah.
A little sour mix.
Lime
And
juice.
hit it with a little pineapple at the end.
Oh, pineapple. Look at that, huh? Wow.
Mix this up. Salt to get the cherry and a pineapple. And there you go. 4
Wow.
most popular
Look
drinks.
at, this is what we top off, the Sichuan. Perfect Sichuan dinner, dessert, and a blue, what? A blue
Hawaiian.
A blue Hawaiian.
Yep.
Don't get any better than this. Thanks a lot, brother.
You're welcome. Thank you
Good
for coming
job.
by.
Thank you.